YouTube, and Twitch. And I think we're also on the Instagram as well. As a matter of fact, if you are watching this on Instagram, please leave a message letting me know that we are on because I tried to test it on Instagram, nothing happened. Also, if you want to help us out, if you're on HAPS, there's a, you know, I think there's a mechanism to help us out. Anyone else, you can just go to paypal.me/Radio Dawn. That's paypal.me/Radio Dawn, RADIODON, and help out. So let me see if I can try to explain this because I tried to explain this on Twitter and it got me nowhere. First of all, today is the Transgender Day of Remembrance. There are several people in my life who are close to me. Two of them I can pretty much say I'm in love with, who are transsexual. And somebody basically said something on Twitter, and I responded to it. What that person said initially was, the only thing I want to see from a TERF, TERF, and I still am not clear about what TERF is. I think I know what it is, but I still haven't figured out. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen. So forgive me for that. The only thing I want to hear from a TERF is forgiveness. And and I keep hearing words and things like that. I wonder if they mean that and all that. I just simply asked if they did offer an apology, would it be accepted? Now, I mentioned this to another friend of mine, and she says probably not. I think that they are horrible, terrible people. I will not say the exact words because these are words that are used a lot, and I don't want to use those words. What I got from this one particular person was a message in private asking if I was trying to gaslight them. Now, I'm still not clear on what gaslighting is, and neither was my friend. Um, and I don't know, even if I knew what gaslighting was, I don't know if I was trying to do it. I was just simply asking if somebody decided to give an apology for anything they may have said or did, would you accept it? Because in this society, we don't accept apologies. We wait for them, but we reject them right out of hand. What I got was a accusation that I was trying to gaslight them, and when I tried to explain uh, what I was trying to say, right in the middle of writing it, I got this thing on Twitter saying that you cannot uh, reply to this person anymore. Translation: that person had already blocked me because that person did say that I could block you like in a drop of a hat, and that's supposed to be like you've dropped the mic or something like that. Now I don't do blocking myself. Quite frankly, I find it really childish to do so. I see people on all levels of supposed discourse do that. And what I tried to say on Twitter, we could try to remember what I said on Twitter, was this. I understand the anger. This is a day that we have to remember that several people have died because somebody got mad that they happened to not live the life they wanted them to live. And we need to stand up to violence. We need to stand up to that sort of, and I also try not to say the word hate because again, like a lot of words and phrases, it's used too much to a point where it has lost its meaning and lost its punch. But hatred hasn't. And we need to stand up to that type of hatred. We really do. Like I said, I have been a trans ally for 20 years. But I also think that we need to find a way to lighten our hearts. And not just in this particular case. We walk around with hatred of almost everyone who doesn't agree with what we say 100%. If I disagree with you on one small thing, my God, it's hate. You're gaslighting me. Carrying around hatred in your heart is like carrying around an anvil in your heart. It weighs your heart and it weighs you down. Now, forgiveness is not equal to absolution. If you do something horrible to me, it's still something horrible to me. And just saying forgiving you is not going to erase it. But we carry it so much hate in our hearts that I wonder how we are able to carry on. So what I said initially on social media before this whole thing started was basically this. It's a variation of things I have said since 9/11. You're here, they're not. Live accordingly. We need to again start learning to live again. There are people who are not able to. So, yes, we remember them. And yes, we do vilify those people who did horrible things that ended their lives. But in the name of those who are no longer here, we need to accept light in our hearts. I'm not a preacher or anything like that. I'm far from it. We need to accept light in our hearts with no conditions to let that light come in. That's what we've been dealing with in this country for the last, 5 years, the last 2 years, even more intensely. We've stopped letting light in our hearts. So basically, that's all I wanted to say. And I hope I said it in a way that you can understand. Um, thanks for watching wherever you're watching. We got 2 people watching, so I really appreciate that. Leave me a comment. Go to paypal.me/radiodon and maybe a buck or two. Help us out, especially the holidays. I'll talk to you in a few days. Bye-bye.